Yes, indeed. Rock Circus, Gig Zigger hanging on the Monster Magnet tour bus with Dave Wyndorf and his wife-to-be.
Yes, my wife-to-be. This is Miss Raina Eckley.
Hi.
She's my common-law wife now. Yeah. She was formerly my niece, and we'll be married in Peru this summer.
Is Jerry Lee Lewis one of your, people you idolize?
Jerry Lee?
Yeah, Jerry.
He's a hell of a guy.
He married his, fifth cousin or something?
Yeah, I think he did, but we're not related, actually.
Not related?
No, just spiritually.
Yeah.
I'm spiritual.
Spiritual. You have a spiritual feeling towards life and whatnot?
I do. I think everybody does. I would hope that they do. Anyway, you got to be in touch with the rhythm of the universe and all that kind of thing.
Well, your lyrics tend to be dark at times. Powertrip, which I was getting to here. Killer CD.
Only because the world's a dark place.
Yeah, you went and wrote the songs in Vegas. You just hung out for like 21 days. And tell us a little bit about that, if you wouldn't mind.
Vegas is like open 25 hours a day. And it seemed to be the perfect place for me to write down the kind of music that I wanted to write for this record. I was taking a gamble writing rock and roll songs in 1997, I guess is when I wrote it.
But you're still the heart of rock and roll. You don't mind me interrupting?
Well, yeah, I mean, and I figured Vegas would be the best place to do it because Vegas is just full on all the time. And it could feed me at any time I wanted. It could feed me with food, and it could feed me with sensory overload, which is why I like Vegas.
Now you put restrictions on yourself. You wouldn't let yourself out at night until you wrote one song that day. Now that's pretty tough stipulation. How many tracks did you have to bury? I mean, you got 13 on here, and there's no hidden track. No hidden track. Yeah, I'm sorry. And so you had to bury a lot. Were these like the 8-minute songs that you're known for writing, which are cool songs, man?
Some of them. I actually had like a spaghetti western. Yeah. And a spaghetti western instrumental, which was about 8 minutes long, and another strange little instrumental, like a garage rock thing, another space rock song, and a couple failed attempts at more rock songs. Basically, what didn't come out to my liking didn't make the cut for the record, and the other stuff's just kind of floating around there.
Oh, really? What would you have liked to have made it on? It didn't.
I would have loved to finish the spaghetti western thing, but it was too ambitious of
you didn't title it?
Thing. Yeah, I titled it Four-Way Diablo.
Four-Way Diablo. Cool.
Which is, someday I'll put it together if I can get enough violin players and horses in the studio.
Oh, really? You got a full ensemble?
Yeah, you got to have the whole thing.
He's doing the Mick Jagger bit now, so you know. What I wanted to ask you about was Bummer. Now, this is a cool song. Was this like a girl that was a dancer? Hopefully it wasn't your wife-to-be. Huh? Excuse me. She's going to hit me.
Let's talk about this.
I really dug the tune. It's like one of my favorites on the CD.
Bummer's about...
It matches my life pretty much.
Bummer's like... that thing comes from something that happened to me a while ago outside of Mobile, Alabama. And it could pertain to anything. It's just basically about people who, in this day and age, particularly some girls who want... let's just say they want somebody to behave in a certain way, and then are disappointed when they.
Well, we're only human.
Yeah,
we're only men, right? Exactly.
I think a lot of people. I think the media tends to set up stereotypes that people want in their life, but
do they ever?
They're not prepared to deal with the reality of that situation when it's over.
Hey, do you need to talk to Dave?
Yeah,
Raina's, come on in. Is this the other?
It's Rebecca, everybody.
Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Is this another dancer on the Rock Orgy, Monster Magnet Rock Orgy?
Rebecca's our attorney.
Are you an attorney?
She's an attorney.
Wow, I'd like her to defend me. Ooh, you know what I mean? Well, I guess you would need an attorney. I understand you were in Europe and you came back from touring Europe, which I understand you're like doing way good there. You like headline festivals and you're just kicking ass. And you come back and you're like, oh man, I don't have the money or no cash or something was up like that, wasn't it?
This was a couple of years ago. Yeah. Well, I went to Rebecca actually had to go to the record company and like milk them for more money. And then threatened to break our record contract.
She's good as she could do that.
She was really good.
She's the best.
You just see her in a boardroom. There's about like 75 guys sitting there. Fat guy smoking cigars, and she's just letting them have it. Bam, bam, bam.
I can be a real bitch. Yes, I can.
This woman can litigate. Let me tell you what.
Which allowed for the funding for this, or
Exactly.
just to help you get out? I mean, because I'd imagine the bill for Vegas for 21 days, man, it'd be kind of steep. You know?
It was not an easy thing to get those guys. With me owning the money I did to get them to give me money to go to Vegas. I mean, they thought I was just going to drop the whole
First,
thing.
your band had to work, take day jobs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they did.
Wow. Is that in the name of rock and roll or what? You got to love them guys. Huh?
I love it.
Yeah, they've been with you for, since the beginning, and you stuck with them. Now, you got a new guitar player. I want to talk about him a little bit because not too many people know about it, so I figured it'd be nice. Tell us how you got Joe Cavero?
Phil Cavano. That was close. Joe Cavero. Phil.
Sorry.
Phil Cavano is a dear old friend of mine, and he's a very evil man. And it's better that he's in this band than if he's loose on the streets. You know what I mean? He's a damn good rock and roll guitar player, and he's just good. He's good.
So this leaves to be a 3-guitar force now, man, to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah, it's like too much rock for one hand. You know, it's just like too much.
You're carrying something that's not carried by a lot of the bands in the '90s. I mean, you're just strictly on the byline of rock and roll, man, and you're doing it hard and you're doing it rough, and that's to be respected these days.
I think, for me, in the information age, which is actually really the advertising age, let's call it for what it is. Advertisers tend to want to make people think that they're smarter the more CD-ROMs they buy, but there's really only a limited amount of information you can pack into your brain. So in order for me not to go insane with all the information, I've just gone physical.
No, yeah, exactly.
I want to go physical. I want to be
one pernicious assault is this Powertrip here.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about for me, to simplify my life. I just decided to go like full on rock and be as physical and as animal as possible because there's just too much stuff floating around. I mean, the information I need is about that much priority information, and the rest is all just advertising hogwash.
Oh, is it ever, man? You go to a game, it's like billboard after billboard after billboard.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
And that's what corporate rock has come to, which I'm sorry to say because I'm a big fan of rock and roll, and we shouldn't go there because I'll probably get myself into more trouble being that underground.
That's okay, man. I'm into corporate rock, and if somebody wants to sponsor me,
Oh, yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, it just, sometimes it bums me out. It cheats out a lot of people. Like, you should be being played more.
Right.
More Monster Magnet, damn it!
Well,
there's people out there who want to hear more Monster Magnet.
I'll tell you what. The stuff of quality, not to blow my own horn here, but stuff of quality and stuff that's a little bit more esoteric than what's being played on the radio all the time usually lasts a lot longer. So I have no worries. There's no like mountaintop to achieve. Like I'm the king of rock, that kind of thing. It's not the same as it used to be. It's not like the '70s where you could be Rolling Stones. Now the world is post Andy Warhol. Everybody's famous for 10 minutes, and you get out.
10 seconds these days.
I'd rather be moderately famous for 15 years.
That's commendable.
For 10 minutes, you know what I mean?
You guys have been hanging tough for a good long while. You've had a good fan base. What markets are stronger in? I'm curious because I've seen you up in Cleveland a couple times, and I think I was rooming next to you up in the hotel up there one night. You kept me up all night long, banging the walls. You know what I mean? We're just good patrons trying to get a good night's sleep out in the flats, and Dave's up all night, rocking the place. I don't know what was going on over there. I heard some horses.
I was working out.
Got to keep it lean shape. Well, hey, man, I don't want to tie you up, man. You got to go on stage a little bit.
That's right.
I want to, I appreciate you guys coming on. Rebecca, Reina, I appreciate it. Dave, thank you very much. The name of the CD is Powertrip. It kicks ass. I suggest highly you check it out somewhere, someplace, somehow. Right here, Rock Circus. You want us to play Powertrip?
Yes, please.
All right, this is giving Kurt Russell the muscle, if you know what I mean. This is Monster Magnet on Rock Circus.
All right. Thanks,
man. Was that cool?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Thank you
Can I get you to do some ID? Just for future, like, that you working on any new videos? Or that it for
we're going to do probably one for Temple Your Dreams and See You in Hell. So.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I should say them both. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, what do you call letters now?
Rock Circus. Rock Circus. Wyndorf from Monster Magnet. You want some Rock Circus.
Right, okay.
Video.
Not this time with tongue.
All right.
With tongue? You're going to make us do it on camera? I'm so embarrassed.
Do it. Do it.
Oh,
You've done this millions of times.
Yes.
Where's your camera, Brad?
Looking good. Okay, now this time with your tops off.
You gotta get us on stage for that. Get going.
Slow down.
Okay, there we go. Back to business.
Rock Circus, right?
Yeah, Rock Circus.
Yo, what's happening, baby? This is Dave Wyndorf. I'm Masterminding with you. What's happening? You're watching Rock Circus. I said Rock Circus. Yes. Yes. Here, watch a video of ours now. All right? Okay.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's cool. Man.
Sure.
That's all we need.